The minute Alina walked through the entryway to Mitchell and Karaya's eyrie, she knew her granddaughter was beginning to go into labor. She could feel the buildup in the air. It was time her great-granddaughter came into the world. The birth of a child was often a very emotional time for a woman, and one her mate was better off being absent for, unless he was looking to get into trouble. There could be nothing testier to a Tantalarian male than a Tantalarian female who was about to give birth.
"Where is Mitchell?"
Alina asked.
"Don't even mention that man's name,"
Karaya's remark followed, and she sounded crabby, even to herself. She then looked at Alina and burst into tears as she held out her arms to wind them around her grandmother.
"What am I going to do about myself? I am horrible. I nearly threw Mitchell out of the eyrie earlier, and all he asked was if I would like my feet massaged. What is wrong with me?" "You are having a baby, and not long from now, unless I miss my guess,"
Alina chuckled, as she wrapped Karaya into her wings to comfort her. Karaya continued to sob as she hoped Alina was right. She had been waddling about for months already, and if she got much bigger, she doubted if she would be able to fit through the entrance to her own home anymore. It had gotten so she couldn't go anywhere because her wings wouldn't support her bulk. This was not a good thing. Alina understood what Karaya was going through, and she had a suspicion Mitchell had a good idea what her moods were about as well. That was probably why he called for her and not Aaron. Her daughter was too busy seeing to the things that Karaya would normally do if she hadn't been so advanced in her pregnancy. It was also a good thing that Alina had some idea what might take Karaya's mind off her troubles while she waited for the birth.
"Let's see how your baby is coming along,"
Alina suggested. She folded her wings back and did a general scan on Karaya's state of health. That would give her a good indication of the amount of difficulty Karaya would experience delivering her child. Karaya knew the routine by heart by this time. She had been going through the same thing anywhere from 2 to 4 times a day lately. Alina would check her pulse, her eyes and throat, hands, feet, and anything else she could think of. When Alina was finished, she would place the side of her ear against her abdomen and listen to the child. It was actually the one part of the examination she didn't mind. Alina always waited until the end of the exam to check on the child Karaya carried. She knew her baby was healthy and ready to be born, but needed a few more days to prepare before meeting the rest of the world.
"Alusia,"
Alina spoke to her great-grandchild.
"You are coming into the world at a very interesting time. Tantalus is changing, and it won't be the same place any of us knew by the time you get to be your mother's age. You are going to dwell in an increasingly interesting world." "You think Alusia can really understand what you are talking about?"
Karaya asked with a watery smile. She was so happy to know that her baby was about to come into the world. She wanted nothing more than to be able to hold the child Mitchell and her had created from their love for each other. At the same time, she would miss feeling that precious life as it moved inside of her and knowing their hearts were beating in unison.
"She knows,"
Alina spoke with certainty.
"She also knows of the love you feel for her. She would like to be held by you, as much as you want to hold her. But she wants to spend a little more time where she is, for she is certain that the two of you will never be as close as you are again. She says she intends to bask in that feeling a while longer." "I want to hold my baby so badly. I want to hug her close and kiss her. I want to show Mitchell our child."
Karaya began to weep again.
"It won't be much longer, and she is looking forward to meeting her father also. Alusia can feel the love you share with Mitchell, and has no doubt that she will feature strongly in the growth of your connection."